Okay, so at this stage, you have everything you need to complete your assignment. You have to really just write it up now and discuss the differences between each one as I went through on the previous recording. I've asked you to attach your Excel recording, your Excel printout as an appendix to your assignment. Now, some people are interested in putting tables and so on. You're putting a table in, this is the table you put in, okay? Because you would show that you have generated a table, and this is the table you put into your assignment. So how do you copy into Microsoft Word? A common enough question. So you're going to copy what you need from Excel, and Control and C, which will bring up this kind of flashing surround. You'll go into Microsoft Word, and you'll have typed, title and a write-up and so on, etc., etc. And then you'll position your cursor where you want the table to go, and you just go Control and V, so your table will be in there. Now, the grid lines don't come up when you're copying and pasting into Microsoft Word, so you highlight your table by clicking on this little symbol that's above your table here, and then you'll go to this element here, this diagram here, under Tables, under Home, and there is the diagram, or the symbol, sorry, for your table structure, and you go all borders, okay? You might decide then to apply a particular table tool, okay, so if you go into Table Tools, then you might decide you like that one, right? Or you might decide you like that one, or you might decide you like that one, or whatever one you want, and you can generate your table, or you can just leave it as is. Okay, so there's your tables, and you can decide what kind of tools you want, what kind of tables you want. A plain table, and you might just kind of tidy it up yourself. Bold categories, you might put those in bold, you might put those in the center, whatever you want. Really, it's up to yourself as the presenter of the data, or indeed you click on it, you go into Table Tools and select whatever kind of tool you want. If you're presenting a few tables, which you'll do for your two counties, two tables, make sure you present them identically. Okay, so presenting them there, and then you'll continue with the write-up. So you'll have the source, and you'll have author's own, so you have generated yourself, and then also you'll have table 1, say, county house prices in county X, okay, and that you would maybe put in bold, and that you would put in bold, okay, and then that's it really. Okay, it's really apart from that, it's a matter of your own discretion what you want to put in. Now, in terms of the charts, so you have your two charts, and so you will go to clicking on your chart here. Let's see, click on your chart. Control and C will copy the chart, and you will place it into your graph then. So I'll just do that again. Go back to your data, go back to your chart, click on it up here somewhere, Control and C, go back into your assignment, and Control and C then will Control and V will bring your chart in to Microsoft Word. You can change the size of it then if you think it's too big. You can just make it a little bit smaller. If you think it's too narrow, you can make it a bit wider. It's up to yourself. Okay, what you generate here will be what will come in to this element here. Okay, now another thing you might want to consider is when you're printing off from Excel. Now we'll go into our chart here. Now, I've asked you to print up your Excel document. You're not going to print the whole of this on one page. It'll be way too small. What I would suggest is you highlight your data here, and that's going to be on one page. This. So you'll go File, Print, and instead of Print Active Sheets, Print Selection, and this is what will come up. And then it's actually all on the one page there, so you just fit all rows on one page, which you have. No scaling. Fit all rows on one page so that you have everything you've selected is on one page on Microsoft Word, and you'll print that. Now, what I would suggest you do is that in Excel, if you are printing it, you go into your Excel and you will just add in value here. You might call it raw data from Excel, and that's what comes into Microsoft Word. That's what's printed out. Okay. If you want to copy and paste it into Word, you can do that as I showed you. Now, these are your two tables. You might want to have these all in one document. So this is County X. So we'll call this County X, and we will call this County Y. And you might want to print this all out in one document as well. So again, I would highlight what you want on the page, something like that. File, print. So print selection, it comes out on one page there. Fit all rows on one page. You want to fit the sheet on one page. So everything you print will come up there. You might want to change the layout. It can be handed up in landscape format as well. That's no problem if that's what you want. So you might have to play around with it a little bit till you get the format that you want printed. Okay, and then that's what you print out on one page. You could present County X on one page, County Y on another if you want. That's no problem. If you want as well, you could bring all of this here into Microsoft Word. So Control and C, bring into Microsoft Word, new page. You will Control and V, insert it. You'll see that it looks kind of strange because it's quite wide, so you will change the page layout to landscape, and then again, just like you did earlier on, you will tidy it up a little bit to make it a little bit more readable. Okay, again, it's still a bit stretched to the far side of the page. You might just reduce the size of the columns a little bit. You can double click on them to make sure that everything is in on the one page. Expand slightly, and you've got something like that. Again, that's kind of what I want to see. Not stuff on two lines and so on. You might want to expand that a taste. You might have to change the size of the font to get it all on one page, but generally you would be looking for something like that. Okay, and then you would print that with the rest of your assignment and attach it as an appendix. This is what I would want in the table. This frequency distributions, these two for both counties, and also not in the table but in the assignment, in the body of the assignment, and also the graphs. So include the graphs in the body of the assignment as well. Okay.